What up, folks? I am UltraZilla, and today I have reviewed the Takara Tomy Premium Finish Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Optimus Prime. That's right, my zillion Transformers. This is a brand new line from Takara Tomy, not Hasbro. This is Takara Tomy's jam of nicely finished, nicely painted, obviously, Transformers figures from the War for Cybertron series, as well as the Studio series. This is PFWFC01. They could have just said PF01, though, you know, maybe, you know, they're numbering the Studio series stuff, you know, differently. I don't know, or, you know, giving them their own startup. The first figure of that, you know, possible subwave is Bumblebee, who is on his way here. But I did get Optimus at the outset of him being out, because I love Optimus Prime, and, you know, I do like this design. I have, you know, a few versions of this design, including the much more premium 3.0, which I yet to review, but here we have Optimus in this really nice G1 / like Masterpiece style box. I really do like this box. It's really rad. And I was really stoked to see the box when it came. I was like, wow, this is fantastic. This already gives me a premium feel. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. Articulation on Optimus head. Moves around, I believe it's on a ball joint, or is it a mushroom peg? Could be a little bit of both. I think it's a mushroom peg, actually, the way it looks. But you get good enough movement. You get waist swivel. You get hinge that way, goes upwards that way, swivel at the bicep, single jointed elbow, swivel at the wrist, legs, full split, kicks forward, kicks back, little bit of rotation in there, nice knee bend there, and it swivels. Good rocker at the foot, toe, hinge. So pretty good articulation for Optimus, I'd have to say, for a Transformer. Optimus comes with his blaster, which looks pretty good. You know, very simple, just done in black. I wish they put some like silver paint on this or something. It is premium after all, but they didn't. He also comes with an axe, not his normal Energon axe, but an axe, which looks pretty decent too. I love the black Autobot symbol there, and you got the blade there and there. Goes in his hand pretty easy. It also can be a shield. If you put that in, yes, it transforms. And that locks in there. And then you could put this on the side here. And it's a nice compact shield, which I think looks better, because this is painted here, these parts, and that looks really nice. So I do like it more as a shield than an axe. So a gun and a shield, I think that's pretty good for a Cybertronian battle. One other thing you could do with the gun and the shield is you could put them together, if you want. I don't know why you'd want to, but it's a thing you can do for sure. So taking a look at Optimus in full here, it is gorgeous. I love it. One thing, I mean, I love this mold. I've done 2 reviews of this mold, and we're going to look at them all together afterwards. And I've just loved this mold. It's very nice. It's a really good Optimus. Sure, he's got like some stuff hanging out, and, you know, this could be taken out. But it's so good looking. It really, really is a beautiful sculpt. Really, like, nails, like, an Optimus pre-Earth Optimus, I guess. Kind of, sort of, pre-Earth Optimus, yeah. Really nice. I mean, and then, you know, you add to that this paint, which looks really good, and solid feeling, joint tolerances, everything is nice and tight. That's, you know, part of the premiumness in my eyes, and we're going to talk about why soon too. It's just, it really works for me. And the plastic quality actually feels a little thicker for whatever reason. I don't know if it is, but it just feels that way. It's really good. Like, let's actually start at the head sculpt this time. I like it a lot. I like the electric blue eyes are really nice. You see a little bit of black paint on his mask and on the top here, which looks good. I love this color for Optimus. It's, you know, this blue is really nice. It's very Japanese in my eyes. I do like it a lot. This kind of periwinkle, dark periwinkle blue. I don't know what the actual color is, but really nice, beautiful sculpt. Head sculpt looks great. The silver up here looks really good. Moving down here, the paint of the yellow up there looks good. The windows are really nice. I like the green behind it, and I like the cracking of the windows. That looks really good. And then you got that gray paint and black paint around all up here, which looks awesome. No, this guy does not come with a matrix, but there is sculpt work inside. The bottom of the chest here, the bottom, well, stomach here looks pretty good. I like the color they used in here. That looks really nice. That looks pretty good. More black paint there. All of this is really well done. On the side, the pipes are painted, which is cool. Arms have a nice sculpt. You get the black paint here. Really good molded detail. Now, I mean, you could use these for, like, guns, which looks pretty good. Very nicely done. Down here, you get yellow paint, which looks good. Autobot symbol is nice and crunchy on the shoulder. Paint down here looks really nice and black. The legs, again, you got this color blue with the hands as well, which looks really good. You got paint over here around this thing. All of these look great. The bottom of the feet in silver here look really good. Good molded detail on the bottoms. On the back, mostly just molded detail. You do get a little bit of paint right there and up here. It's not much. I don't know how premium that is, but that could have done a little bit more on the back. But a lot of great molded detail for this mold. So, yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. I like how it looks a lot. It's a different look. You know, is it a more premium look? You know, before we transform this guy, let's take a look at him with the others. Before we do some other size comparisons, we have to look at the other iterations of this mold that I have. Now, we got the original, and we got the anniversary one, I guess it was anniversary, animation colored one, G1 animation colored one. They're both awesome. They are still really awesome. There's not more paint on this guy than there is on this guy. It's just done differently. Pretty much same thing with that. So the only, I gotta say, like, there's the premium aspects of this are diminished when you do look at them all together. Now, I will say, this guy, for whatever reason, and I said it before already, is more solid than this. Like, I have some tabs that keep opening on this. The legs, you don't see it as much, but they do feel a little more jiggly. Same with this. See? Now, you get that little rattling on all of them, but the legs don't move at all. The joints are a little tighter. Tolerances are a little tighter on everything on this guy. I don't know if you consider that a premium because, you know, it's not called premium tolerances. It's just, you know, premium finish. So when you do look at them together, I don't know. Like, he's got, you know, the cracking on the glass, but the paint is different throughout, right? And the colors of the plastic is different. That's for sure. He's got more paint on the legs. It's a tough call. All right, he's got little splash of paint on the back. This guy has none. A little bit of paint on the face, and he has none. This guy is painted totally different. And I love the colors of this. I really, really do. I don't know. It's a tough call. It's a tough call to say. And it's funny because I didn't realize, but I guess I pulled out the back pieces of this one. These pieces. Because it was annoying me at first, but I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I don't even know where they are at this point. So as far as, you know, the extra money here, I'm going to say it's not just for the paint, because while this has a lot of paint, a nice paint, and I like the colors, I wouldn't say it's so much more premium over over these two, unless, you know, that premium finish accounts for something more, plastic quality, which, again, I don't know how much of a difference it is. It does feel more solid, but that might be just because everything is much more tighter on this guy than it is on these two. But yeah, it's a really weird, really weird thing. And for some more size comparisons, here's Optimus with a bunch of other Transformers figures you might have in your collection, including the premium finish Bumblebee, which we will be looking at shortly. Stay tuned for that. And I do have the other premium finish Optimus from the Bumblebee movie, currently, at the time of this recording, almost in transit. By the time you see this video, it might already be here for all I know. But there you go. And now that we got everything said about the robot mode, comparisons and all, it's time to transform and roll out. So I forgot to warn you, never look at my transformations for your transformations. I'm not good at it. That took longer than it should have. Thankfully, I do it nice and fast for you guys. But yeah, you know, Optimus Prime transformations, they all make sense once you get it going. You know, they're very similar. If you've done one, you know, you've done most of them. But yeah, sometimes you forget certain things, and I just kept forgetting certain things. But it does come together pretty well. I think in truck mode, it looks very nice. There's the Autobot symbol again. Everything in the front. You get all this grill, which looks really good, and that green translucent plastic. I like that a lot. So yeah, it looks good. It does. I like how the wheels look. Very nice there. So pretty awesome. I do have to say, I like how this Optimus comes together, and I think it looks pretty good. I mean, you know, so this you could pop up here if you want. So you could do that. I don't know why you would. Here's this. Going back to here. That at least looks good, you know. Again, as they say, storage, but I just don't care for storage. You know, I guess it's just sitting on your shelf and you don't want, you know, those to be anywhere. There you go. There's something you can do with it for sure. I'm guessing if you want, you could also do the gun thing I just showed you and put that on back. I think that's better than the gun on the top. I always hate the gun on the top. So something. It's something. Oh, now he's not rolling good. I discombobulated somehow. Ah, these legs don't want to stay together. Great. Yeah, I'd say that's the best for me personally. That works the best. But there you go, Optimus in alt mode. And for your size comparisons in this mode, here's Optimus with Bumblebee, who doesn't fare as well as Optimus, I feel like, in this mode, just because it has a lot of tabbing issues. But Optimus looks good, and I do kind of like how they scale together. I think they look pretty good. And my final thoughts, first and foremost, this is a really nice looking Optimus. This version of the Siege Optimus is probably my favorite of the three that I own. I really like this mold, and I think in this color scheme, with this paint job, it looks really good. You know, is it more premium than the other two? As far as paint goes, I don't know. That's debatable. Like I said earlier, I don't know if it's quite better than the others. But in total, there's something more solid about this figure. I'm not gonna not say that because it's true. The joints just feel more tighter. The plastic quality, I think because of that, just feels thicker. So whether or not that plays into their idea of premium finish, I don't know. But I'm glad it's there because it makes it me feel like it's more worth it than just what they did with the paint, which is just different than the other ones. The other ones had effort too, so it's a weird line there. The one thing I will say is I wish it was cheaper. You know, jumping from a price point that's, you know, a Voyager to a Leader class price point and even greater than that, it's a little rough, you know, like, I think it's not worth that much more. Maybe 10 bucks more, 40 something bucks, sure. So I think they gotta rethink that. They won't, because Takara across the board has raised their prices over the years, so they obviously feel like they're giving quality for their prices, or not. But, you know, it is what it is. We know this already from Takara, so that said, I really like it. I really do. I'm looking forward to getting the other Optimus from the Bumblebee movie here, and we'll see how that goes. That might be it for me for now with this line, because to be honest, like, Optimus Primes are the only ones, and Bumblebee are the ones that I would try to get. Everybody else, depends on the character. Maybe Grimlock. I'd take a Grimlock. Premium finish Grimlock. We'll see though. We'll see how it goes. Anywho, this is nice. A little expensive, but it's really nice. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. And please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.